Okay, so this is one of the videos that I promised earlier. It's about, let's do Ayurveda first. That's where I'm certified. Okay, so I have been certified in Ayurveda just recently. And then I'm just gonna talk about what I've studied, what I know, and what I can do for you, I guess, right? So the course that I've studied is called Ayurvedic Healing Course, and it's packed with information already. So first of all, Ayurveda is an ancient Indian art and knowledge of healing, and it's incredibly intuitive, and that's why I love it so much, because it's very feminine for me, like a feminine type of subtle medicine. And part of my plan is to learn specifically Ayurveda for women in the near future as well. I'm going to be studying a lot of things. But anyway, so this course includes, of course, it talks about the history of Ayurveda, when did it start, which, by the way, started like 5,000 years ago, approximately, so it's as old as traditional Chinese medicine, and it still can be applied. Of course, there are some things that are like modern diseases, which is an interesting topic for me to research on, or like, new viruses and stuff like that were discovered, but still intuitively, it's just based on, the thing is, like, it doesn't really matter if the disease is super modern, because it's based on bringing back our own like immune system and body to the max state where the body can heal itself. Like, it's not so much about additional supplements or therapies from the outside. It's pretty much just establishing balance inside of us so that all of our body can do whatever it needs to do on its own, because our body is obviously very wise. So the course includes the history in Ayurveda, and then just the philosophy, Vedic philosophy, which I'm also interested in myself very much. So it's obviously spiritual. It talks about different constitutional types, because all of us we have different constitutions. They're called doshas, and there are 3 main doshas, and we're either one of the 3 or a combination of 3. And that is based on 5 elements. Actually, a lot of things in Ayurveda are based on 5 elements of fire, earth, water, air, and ether. And depending on the balance of them or quantity of them here and there, you can just go from that pretty much in everything. It talks about qualities in nature, which are gunas, sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. Doshas are called pitta, vata, and kapha. Like me, for example, I am a vata pitta, and it's kind of fun and easy to determine, because it just goes off of like your bone structure, pretty much, the way you talk, the way you walk, how you look like, obviously, and your habits, and then I can determine what you are. And then going from that, there's already a lot of things that I can suggest, and then there are gunas. So there's physical aspect pretty much in the course, and then which talks about one of the main therapies in Ayurveda is diet and fixing digestion, because digestion is huge. It's really big. It's just one of the main things that if you fix that, a lot of other things just go away on its own. Like, you don't actually need to do anything about it. Like, it's that big. So it's all like on a physical level. On a subtle level, on a level of energy, it's just about your energetics, your other bodies, and we do have a few more bodies other than just physical body. So it's about subtle energy, subtle therapy, like a sound therapy, color therapy, meditation is part of the therapy, actually, and yoga is actually a therapy. So it can be done separately from anything else, but you know, it actually came from Ayurvedic medicine, and it's part of the therapy for body, just so you know. Gem therapy is another one. So those are fun things to research on and suggest as well, because it's hard to tell right away like that they work because it's subtle, but they do work because they just do work. It depends on your sensitivity. Like if you're sensitive enough like me, I know it works, and it takes some time. The whole system is soft, and it takes time to actually show results, so it's not immediate. But it definitely works because it goes really deep. It goes on many levels at the same time, and it's just a matter of regularity and consistency and being kind of patient with yourself, especially. So it's also about self-love. And then additionally, you know, there are many other things that I've studied, like obviously different herbs and what they can be used for. So a lot of stuff about food, herbs, spices, different therapies that are good for us, and in combination with other things gonna create a beautiful healing suggestion. I don't know how to say that. So what I offer is I can determine your body constitution, and I can just give you like a 4 or 5 pages of a report about what is it that I suggest, what's going to be good for you, at least what you can try. And it's, like I said, it's a lifestyle recommendation. I'm not really a doctor yet, but it's just a good, like a, you know, beginner step to try. It's really easy, and I'm really sure, like I'm sure everyone, if they try that, they will see the difference. They will feel the difference. Like I'm 100% sure. And then additionally, if you have some specific health concern, like if you have a disease going on or something like that, I can also give you some information and suggestions about that. But yeah, it depends on the condition, but there's some cool things to offer as well. So yeah, so this is about Ayurveda. I'll do more things. I'll do more videos about it, and I'll talk about it more because I feel like it's an interesting topic to discuss, and I feel it's growing right now, which is wonderful. And I've seen a few other women who are doing Ayurveda for women too, online, and I'm really interested in that. So yeah, I think that's it for now. Okay.